Well, we've got the winners of the Illustrated Sportsbook of the Year with us, ladies and gentlemen. Adam Powley Martin Cloake. And this is for The Lane. Quite a book, quite a tome. I mean, first of all, what does it feel like to have won?
Fantastic feeling. It's wonderful, you know, to be recognised by your peers, and it's a cliche to say it, but it's genuinely true. It was a really, really tough competition this year, some outstanding books, so, you know, we're just really pleased and humbled, really, like to be picked out and be selected, so very, very pleased.
Martin, how long did it take to compile and pull together all the material that is in that book?
I think the whole thing was a couple of years, but it was truncated down because, of course, there was a bit of uncertainty about whether Spurs actually would be moving from the stadium at the end of the season. It wasn't confirmed until a few months ago, so we had to kind of take a few chances, and there's a lot of understanding on all sides. We worked very closely with the club. Obviously, they had their own plans as well, which they needed to go ahead with. But I mean, they were incredibly helpful. They wanted to see the stadium off in the right way. And we were it was so good to be able to do it, to work with all of the, the people that worked at the club, the people that have played there, to have the contact with some of the, the legends of the game that have played there for so many teams as well as Spurs, and also to just write the story of the people who filled the stadium up in the stands as well as on the pitch as well. So, it's something that meant a lot to us, and I think it's always easy to write from the heart like that, but to have other people recognise that. You sometimes think maybe this is just my thing. And to have other people recognise that and to see that it really did stand for something is, as Adam said, it's quite humbling, which is maybe an odd word to use, but we do feel genuinely humbled by it, don't we?
Yeah,
I was going to say, is this very much a labour of love?
It is, and we come to it as journalists and as authors, but fundamentally as fans as well. So we, with the colleagues that we were working on it, Doug Cheeseman, who was the art editor, who can't be here tonight, but he's really put his heart and soul into the visual element of the book, and it's borne fruit, because I think it does look great. And in terms of kind of like how long the story is, actually it's a kind of 118-year-old story, because that's what it is. It's about a football club that's been rooted in its community. It's been there since 1899, been in this place, in this stadium, and it's about that story of the place, and most importantly about the people that have come through the doors and have played on the pitch throughout that time.
Martin, I gather you've got another book on Spurs on the way, is that right?
No, it's already out. There's a book I wrote with a guy called Adam Fisher, who's one of the best Spurs bloggers out there, called A People's History of Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. And again, we wanted to tell the story of the fans. Often stories have been told about the stars, rightly so, because that's who we go along to watch. But I think the fans are quite important. And going back to this book again, I think there's credit to the club. There's often a lot of tension between clubs and fans as well, but there is a real togetherness about the club and the fans at Spurs these days. We've enjoyed some fantastic football over the last couple of seasons as well, and we were both at the finale for the match against Manchester United at White Hart Lane a few weeks ago, and that was an incredibly emotional day. Really, really well handled, and I think that all the supporters that we've spoken to said they thought it was fantastic as well. But that recognition that there are those different communities that come together to make a football club is something that we really wanted to get across in the book. And so it's that combination of some great visual images, but also we wanted to tell the story and not just have the words holding the pictures together, but to really tell a story and to show people what these stadiums mean to people. And I think it's not just Spurs fans. Fans of every club love the stadium that they've seen their team play at for a long time, and it's important to remember those traditions and that history.
Yeah. I was going to say, I don't think you need to be a Spurs fan to enjoy this book, or even a football fan. A sports fan will connect with it. So congratulations.
That's fantastic to hear,
on your book.
Thank you very much.
Everybody, Illustrated Sportsbook.